Hello everybody, I'm in a little bit of a rush right now because I gotta go host a pub crawl in half an hour, so I gotta film this. No, I don't have to rush film this, but I gotta do it quick. Yeah, I would never rush the DoubleO fanbase, of course. I would never in a million years want to do that, okay? I know a lot of my friends and a lot of other people, when they go traveling, they like to get postcards or something else to, you know, remember their trip by. What I like to do instead is buy a cap, which I know is kind of funny because you don't see me wearing a cap a lot of the time. But I normally do wear my caps in summer or if it's raining and, you know, I want to wear a jacket that doesn't have a hood, I put on a cap instead. So that's where these come in. I just dropped them all on the floor trying to get the thumbnail. Let me grab them. I don't know which one I got first, but I guess I'll start with the most boring stories and then get more exciting towards the end. Okay, this is it says Expedition Leader. I know you're thinking, oh, is this some cool climb you did, Owen, or something? No, everybody, you're wrong. This is actually from Disney World. If you know the ride Everest in Animal Kingdom, this is where I got that cap. There is Disney Animal Kingdom. When my brother first rode Everest, he got a really cool cap, and I was too scared to at the time. But the next time we went, I actually really enjoyed roller coasters, and I still obviously do. So I rode it and I got this hat that is not as cool as his. His is really cool. It's got like claw marks in it, but still a pretty cool cap. Kind of small for me now, but that's okay, you know. It's more for the memories than anything else. But yeah. The next one, I went to Las Vegas and LA recently, and while in Las Vegas, Nevada, we stopped by to see the Grand Canyon. And part of the Grand Canyon is in Arizona. So when I was in Arizona, I got this cap. I don't know if you can see it, but it says, it's kind of hard to read. It says like Grand Canyon West on it. It's pretty cool. And that was my first time in Arizona. So probably won't go back, but still quite cool to have, you know. Yeah, it still kind of fits me, so that's good. And my head hasn't grown in 2 years. That's reassuring. Still in North America, ladies and gentlemen, we have one of my favorite caps actually, my dad cap. I wore this recently in a video. It's my CN Tower cap from Canada. We were flying to LAX and we stopped in Canada, Toronto. So my family, being the crazy people that we were like, oh, let's hit the CN Tower and Niagara Falls in one like afternoon. So yeah, we had lunch on top of the CN Tower. And then later that night we hired a car and we drove. Well, I didn't drive obviously, but we went to Niagara Falls later. And we were exhausted because we were just off a flight from Dublin to Toronto. So we were really tired that day, but you know, we still powered through and I got to see two really cool landmarks. So that's that cap, and I still really like this cap a lot, and this is definitely one of my favorite caps. I don't know why, it just fits me really nicely and it just feels nice on my head. So there you go. This next hat is from the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo. Yes, my hometown, ladies and gentlemen. I got two of these hats, a red one and a green one, but from a distance the red hat kind of looks like a MAGA hat, so I like to wear the green one more. This hat sadly did break. The reason why I have this is my mom bought the red one and green one for me when I was performing in the tattoo in 2017. Listen, the tattoo was long for me because, you know, being 11 and doing like 25 performances, 2 on Saturdays as well, what a crazy time to be alive. That was a cool experience, and I'm glad I got 2 hats to, you know, remember it by. This is a follow-up. This hat was featured in my camp video. If you've not seen that, I'll put it at the end of the video. If you want to stay updated on DoubleO lore, check that video out. This blue cap is not from Australia. I was definitely wrong in the camp video. It was actually from Mexico. I think if I remember the story, my dad got it at a work trip activity thing. A big reason why I like this cap is because he gave it to me around the time that I was watching Gravity Falls. And obviously the Boy Dipper has a blue cap, so at the time I was like, damn, I'm literally him right now. When I was a kid for Halloween, me and my brother dressed up as Jake and Finn, and I dressed up as Jake. This was not part of the costume, it was an actual costume I had, but we got these caps afterwards to kind of remember that Halloween. It does not fit me, even at the highest setting. I'm so complicated, oh my god. Even at the, you know, largest like size it can go to. My head has sadly grown since I was 8 years old, so yeah. It's pretty cool though. Talking about my dad going to places and getting caps, he also got me this one from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Yeah, he also got one from my brother and himself as well, so we all had matching hats for a time. This next one's actually one of the latest additions to the DoubleO hat collection. It's the Louis Leap one. This is a charity for one of my old friends. Yeah, I got this at one of their amazing dog shows. I really enjoyed my time there, so I'm gonna leave a link in the description for the Lewis Leap if you want to check out and stuff. It's a great charity. So yeah, it's a really cool cap as well. I saw it instantly and was like, I gotta add that to my collection. Alright, these next two have a bit of a story behind them. So, I'm obviously Scottish, right? You can tell by my accent. So I have no real interest in American sports. But me and my family kind of did an East Coast trip. I got a Boston Red Sox cap, you know, and I kind of learned about the history of the Boston Red Sox from this kind of museum place we went to. I became a Red Sox fan, okay, while I was in Boston. And let me just say, I've never watched a single Red Sox game, but my parents, for their 30th anniversary, went to New York recently. And they were like, do you want us to get you a New York Yankees cap? And I was like, nope. Get me a Boston Red Sox cap. Because, you know, I stay loyal to my team. I am a die-hard Red Sox fan, even though I'm not a big fan of baseball at all or anything, but I just think it's funny that I want to stay loyal to a team I've never watched play or like know any players. I just think that's kind of funny. So yes, I am a die-hard Red Sox fan. They got this in New York as well. They weren't even in Boston, but this one sadly does not fit me anymore. But this one of course does, so. Okay, so that's all my caps, ladies and gentlemen, but I got some other hats I want to show you. Oh, I should have made this an ASMR video. That would be fire. Should I do ASMR, ladies and gentlemen? DoubleO ASMR. Actually, one of my friends, Michael, he's made 2 ASMR videos. Normally he makes like music content, but he's made 2 guitar, like repair ASMR videos as like jokes. I think they're jokes. I don't want to, they're for like subscriber goals. And we were talking about doing a collab, and I was like, we should do an ASMR collab. And he was like, oh, and I thought you wanted to do like a music collab, you know, because we both do music. And I was like, we'll do both. In the summer of 2023, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I did a lot of traveling. I went to Braemar with my friends, which is up north in Scotland. I went to Japan for a couple of weeks, and I went interrailing with the boys, okay? And throughout all my trips, I would always wear a bucket hat. So this is the first bucket hat I got. I wore this a lot in Braemar. I decided to get it in black because, you know, I have no personality, so yep, I got this one. And then I was looking back at old pictures to post for, I think, my brother's birthday, and I noticed in these photos, a lot of them, but me and my brother would wear the same hat. He'd wear a red bucket hat and I would wear a blue one. So for his birthday, I got him a red bucket hat and got me a blue bucket hat. So, you know, when we wore them, it was kind of in reference to those old bucket hats we used to have as kids. I also wore this hat a lot in Japan and interrailing. For me, 2023 was a summer of bucket hats, you know? But ladies and gentlemen, I don't just get hats, okay, when I go traveling. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I didn't get any hats from Japan or Vietnam, but from Japan and interrailing, I instead got Hard Rock Cafe hoodies. This is my Tokyo one. I know a lot of people get the t-shirts from Hard Rock Cafe, but the thing is with the t-shirts, you can actually just order any specific one on the website. So I get the hoodies, okay? My dad actually got a Hard Rock Cafe Buenos Aires Messi hoodie. You know, while Messi's doing a collaboration with them, I feel like that's kind of a collector's item. I feel like on the Hard Rock Cafe lore, you know. I actually have another one back home in Edinburgh, which is from interrailing. Let me just set the story up, ladies and gentlemen. So throughout the whole interrailing trip, both me and my friend Connor's family have a tradition of when you travel abroad, you gotta go to a Hard Rock Cafe. It's like, kind of joking, but like kind of fun at the same time, you know? Throughout the whole interrailing trip, me and him were like, yes boys, we're all gonna go to a Hard Rock Cafe. You know, all the boys at that time were like, no Owen, we're not gonna go to Hard Rock Cafe, it's gonna be shit, okay? It's gonna be really bad. But me and Connor were like, no, we have to go. For one, the tradition, and 2, because me and Connor have little sisters and we wanted to get them a Hard Rock Cafe t-shirt. So, you know, we went to all our cities and we finally got to Paris, and me and Connor were like, okay boys, let's go to Hard Rock Cafe, and they all said no. So me and Connor were like, screw you guys. So we left them, we abandoned them in Paris, and we're like, we're gonna go to the Hard Rock Cafe. So we got the subway to Hard Rock Cafe, and we had a banger of a meal, as it always is in Hard Rock Cafe. We bought our sister's t-shirts. I used the rest of my euros on a hoodie. I gotta go soon, so enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my hat collection.